Halliday has not lost the start since April 15th, tax day. Blue Jays pitcher working on an unreal extension, going for an American League record-tying 16th consecutive win Friday, but his ERA against Anaheim, nearly 8, worst average against any team. First inning, he gave up hits to his first 3 batters. Last time he was out, he gave up, against the Orioles, he only gave up 2 hits over 7 innings. The third hit going to cost him a run. With runners on the corners, Tim Salmon doubles in David Eckstein, and the Angels are up 1-0. Now, Ramon Ortiz, he was the anti-Halliday coming in. He was 0 for 2 with an ERA of 12 in 2 starts against Toronto this year. Gets Josh Phelps, and Mike Bordick struck out 3. Bottom 2, Halliday against Eckstein, single to left, scores Adam Kennedy, 3-0 Angels. Halliday gives up 5 runs, matching his season high. 7th inning, Ortiz against Carlos Delgado. Fouls off the first pitch, fouls off the second pitch, fouls off the third pitch. Ortiz just 3-6 career against Toronto. 4th pitch foul, and the 5th pitch, well, grounds to second. Ortiz and Ben Weber combine on a 4-hitter. Angels go on to win 5-0, and Halliday's first loss since tax day.
Jays and Angels from Anaheim, Jared Washburn and company looking to get back on track in the AL West. Washburn getting some help in the 3rd. Chris Woodward with a shot deep to center. Darren Erstad at the wall. He makes the grab. Take another look. Washburn dug it. It's a SportsCenter Top 10 Plays nominee, but Erstad left later with a knee injury after another catch. Still third, 2-on-2 out for Carlos Delgado. Got just enough of that. Reed Johnson coming around. RBI number 107 for Delgado in the season, and the Jays going to win it 6-1.
D-Rays have won 7 of 9 from the Blue Jays this year, and there you see the numbers. Scoring more runs per game, higher batting average, lower ERA. Now, with that domination, what would the AL East standings be if the D-Rays always played the Blue Jays? Well, the D-Rays would be on top of the AL East with an 85-24 record. The Yankees would be 18 games back in 2nd place, and the Jays, of course, would be in last, 61 games out.
Wishful thinking.
Top of the 5th, back to reality. Vernon Wells, robbed by Rocco Baldelli, who comes out of nowhere to make the catch. Well worth another look. That's good, D. This is not. Bottom of the 5th. Carl Crawford, chopper to 2nd. Orlando Hudson to no one in particular. Julio Lugo scores from 2nd, 4-0 D-Rays. Top of the 6th, Victor Zambrano facing Bobby Kelty. Kelty went 0 for 5 and stranded 10. The Twins had a season high with 14 left on base. Next batter, Eric Hinskey goes down on strikes. Zambrano 7 shutout innings, 6 Ks. Bottom 6, Lugo muscling up. 3-run home run, his 5th. He tied a career high with 5 RBIs. D-Rays win 10-1 to continue their domination of the Jays.
Wednesday in Tampa, looking for win number 16. Bottom 3, he'll get Aubrey Huff.
The 3-2 to
Halliday struck out 6, did not walk a batter. Top 5, Dave Big. Very nice hit, Mr. Big. 2-run home run off of Joe Kennedy. Big's 4th. It's 3-2 Blue Jays. Lou Piniella says he may drop Kennedy from the rotation. Kennedy hasn't won since May 13th. Halliday, meanwhile, winning everything. Strikes out Damian Rolls in the 8th and Jeff Leafer in the 9th. Halliday gave up 3 runs on 9 hits, his 3rd complete game.
Rangers, Jays. Corey Thurman coming off his first win of the season, top 1, facing Hank Blaylock. Blaylock fouls one off down the 3rd baseline. Eric Hinskey, he can't make the grab, but this guy can. Remember this guy. Raise your arms if you're sure. Still in the 1st. Thanks to 3 Ranger home runs, 5-0 Rangers. Einar Diaz fouls one off. Not again. Not again. Why not? You have a 1 in 600,000 chance of getting struck by lightning. Why not? Your odds of winning Powerball, 1 in over 20 million. Odds of one fan catching 2 foul balls in 1/2 inning, 1 in 239 gazillion. That's our math.
That's steep odds.
But he gets it done. R.A. Dickey says, so what if I'm called a journeyman reliever? That's not a journeyman play. He wins his 2nd straight start. Rangers take it 5-3. Last 9 at Sky Dome. Bottom 3rd, runners on 2nd and 3rd. Robert Ellis facing Reed Johnson. Johnson fly ball, shallow center. Lance Nix Who needs suede when you got leather? Top 10 nominee. One reason Johnson was 1 for 5, leaving 6 on base. Nick also went 1 for 4 with a run. Top 9, Rangers down 2. Bases loaded, 1 out. Aquilino Lopez. He struck out 11 of the 20 Rangers he's faced this season. Lopez facing Michael Young. Gets Young to fly to center. Blue Jays win 5-3. Rangers streak of 11 straight games with a home run comes to an end.
His last 9 games. Top of the first, hits his 31st. 7 home runs in his last 10 games, but that's not the crazy play. Bottom of the first, Mike Bordick was at first, got a hit, extended his career hit streak to 18 games, but then start the circus. Vernon Wells, line drive off Colby Lewis. The ball deflected to Hank Blaylock in the air for the second out, and he tried to double Bordick off, but threw it into the stands. Buck Showalter comes to check on his pitcher. Colby Lewis will take some warm-ups. Bordick is still at third. Now take a look again. Deflects off Blaylock in the air for 1 out, throws it away, but Bordick never tagged up at first base. So they appeal to second. Bordick is called out. Third base coach Brian Butterfield, he's Buck's old third base coach. The official score is even confused. They're checking the rule book. Well, here's the official rule for you. Any runner should be called out on appeal when the ball is dead. No runner may return the touch and missed base or one he has left after he has advanced 2 and touched the base beyond the missed base. Bottom of the third, Orlando Hudson, grounder up the middle. A-Rod is there. Nice stop, spin, and throw. Rangers pull it off all the way around.
That's going good. That's going out the window. Stats lie sometimes. Vernon Wells, solo homer just like that. 1-zip Jays. Wells' first homer in 13 games. Top 3. 1-1 tie. His partner in crime. Bases Chuck Carlos Delgado. Ground ball with squirts through. 2-1 Jays. Delgado now has 112 RBIs, making 3-1 Jays. Bottom 4, 2 outs. Randy Wynn, all lacing at the third. Eric Hinskey is there for the grab. Look at him again. Might see that later in the show. Gobble it up. Randy Wynn, sorry, there goes an extra base hit. Bottom 9, 5-3, winning run at the plate. Aquilino Lopez, Red Boone is done. And the Jays come out of here with a win, 5-3 over the M's. Troy Halliday going for win number 17, but in the top of the first is opposite number. M starter Freddie Garcia on the hill. Frank Catalanato unloads. It's deep. Ichiro going to chase it, and no, he doesn't have it. 1-0 Jays, 9th for Catalanato. Look at him again on his horse, and then Mama didn't make him quite tall enough, but he would make up for that a little later in the ballgame. Top third base is Chuck Bobby Kilty. Can of corn. That'll strand 3. Freddie goes 6 1/3, 4 hits, 1 run. Strong outing there. Bottom 4, we're tied at 1. Edgar Martinez, professional baseball hitter. Doubles down the left field line. Brett Boone going to hustle home all the way from first. 2-1 Mariners. Jump to the top 7th. Runners on first. Eric Hinskey facing Arthur Rhodes. And this time, Ichiro with a top 10 nominee. Little single will pick it up. Reed Johnson nailed it third by a lot. Take another look. Ichiro, a fine throw. Johnson's done. Halliday won't win his 17th. Jays are going to lose at 3-1. The good news is, though, Linda got a tremendous rate on her car insurance.
Seattle top 2, Ryan Franklin facing Mike Bordick with 1 on. It's already 2-0 Mariners, and Mike Cameron is a glove-struck baby.
Oh, yeah.
That's worth another look, and Cameron. Great catch out there in center field. Top 4, Jays down 5-3. Franklin facing Reed Johnson with 2 on, and nothing like a good piece of hickory. Johnson goes deep to left field, 3-run shot, 7th of the season, and the Jays take a 6-5 lead. Now, after walking 3 straight Mariners to load the bases, Tanyan Sturtz snaps to it. Cameron. He's a voyeur. Next batter's Ben Davis, swing and sway like Sammy Kay. And then Ray Sanchez. Ladies say he's a looker. Sturtz 3 straight Ks after walking.
Let me get a look.
Straight. Bottom 6, Dan Riker. Facing Ichiro with 2 on. That's a triple. The Mariners 1 through 3 hitters. Ichiro, Wynn, and Boone went 8 for 14 with 9 RBI and 7 runs scored. And then Kasasaki, returning from the DL, says sayonara getting Orlando Hudson to pop out, and the Mariners win it 13-6. Seattle's won 4 of its last 5.
White Sox
Seasons. Mesh can match that mark with a win. He too was out the last 2 years. 3-2. We spot shadowed, and Carlos Delgado, he hits it far. Delgado, 33rd home run of the year, 1-0 Blue Jays. Now Delgado came into this hitting .205, 8 for 41, which is 6 RBI in his last 13 games. In the fourth, 3-2 count again. You saw the spot shadow again. Randy Wynn can't get it. Delgado to third with the triple. Next batter, Greg Myers, and there we are, 3-2 count again, and the RBI single up the middle scores Delgado. Mesh, 4 innings, 7 hits, 4 earned, 94 pitches, and old Vinegar, he's safe for now. Top 5, Rafael Soriano in. Eric Hinskey fly ball, and Wynn, the former Hawaii Winter Leaguer, with the nice backhanded catch. That's top 10 play nominee. Bottom 7, Kelvin Escobar, just 1-4 lifetime against Seattle with a 5.79 ERA, but he's getting some help. Ray Sanchez thought he had something. Reed Johnson says you got nothing. Next batters, Brett Boone, and Escobar gets him looking. He goes 7 innings, 7 Ks. The Blue Jays win it 5-2.
We go to the top third. A's up 1-0. Nobody out. Harden facing Eric Hinskey, and that's one for the Harden family scrapbook because it's the first home run Harden's allowed as a major leaguer. 2-run shot for Hinskey, his 9th. Blue Jays up 2-1. Later in the third, 2 on. Harden hits Frank Catalanato on the right foot. Take your base, loads him up. Rick Peterson, pitching coach, comes out, calm him down, have some words. Then Tom Wilson walks. Maybe should have told him something else. Vernon Wells has scored. Jays up 3-1. Top 4, Harden, Hinskey again, and Hinskey again. Monster shot, 2-run homer, 2nd of the night. Harden did well except for that whole Hinskey thing. 4 innings pitched. Gave up 6 earned run, and Jays win it by a count of 8-5.
Toronto at Oakland. Bottom 2 on with the A's up 2-1. Mark Ellis with baseball's version of the slam dunk over former NBAer Mark Hendrickson. His 6th, first in 52 games. It's 5-1, and well, that should be plenty for Tim Hudson, who's 2.16 home ERAs among the best in baseball. Plus, he's a tough guy. Takes Dave Berg's liner off the top of his pitching wrist, uses his left hand to record the out, but Hudson is out. You can hear the pain. X-rays negative, that's positive. No DL, according to the trainer. Bottom 7, Jose Guillen facing Brian Bowles. Guillen 2nd of the game. He's batting .356 with 4 homers in his past 11 games. Keith Folk hoping to pick up the save. Top 9, 6-4 tying run at the plate. Did Frank Catalanato just go Manny on Folk? No. 6-4 final. Hudson wins his 5th straight as Oakland ends a 3-game losing streak.
To them in a tie with the Red Sox for the wild card lead. Roy Halladay, Barry Zito. You know, the big difference between these two pitchers, Halliday has 7 more wins because he's getting more run support than Zito. Zito has the better ERA. Top of the first, Carlos Delgado facing Zito, and maybe it's going to be a long day for Barry. Delgado, the RBI, is 114th, but from there, Zito didn't allow another hit until the 7th inning. It was 1-0 Blue Jays, then Zito. These are the breaks. Eric Hinskey, 0 for 4. Then 2 batters later, Josh Phelps fielding the flavor, 6 strikeouts for Zito. He was in command with 7 innings, gave up 3 runs, 4 hits, and 3 walks. Bottom of the second, Scott Hatterberg the hit, and when you make a mistake like this, Josh Phelps throws the ball away. It'll come back to haunt you. Should have been the 3rd out. A's scored 2 in the inning. Later, bottom of the 3rd, Ramon Hernandez, 2 for 4 in the afternoon, drills the ball to left. Pyrrha run, score. A's in command as they lead 4-1. Halliday not pleased. His day was done. He gave up 10 hits, 7 runs, 5 of those earned. Back to Barry Zito. Good goodness. Freezes Orlando Hudson. The AL wild card all even as the A's win 7-3.
Escobar went into the night 4-0 with a 1.87 ERA in his last 6 starts. He's facing Edgar Martinez, who came in batting .500 against him for his career. See what I mean? That'll score Brett Boone. Mariners up 1-0. But we had a tie game in the 5th. Martinez, 40 years young, with another RBI chance against Escobar. 2 on, 2 out. Too bad for Mr. Escobar. A 3-run home run, number 22 for Martinez. 2 for 3 against Escobar. He's now batting .520 against him. 7th, Dan Reichert to Brett Boone. Number 31 for Boone, who went 3 for 4, and he was hit by a pitch. That was home run number 31. Mariners up by 6. Martinez against Brian Balder Martinez. 4th hit of the night, 4 RBI. He's hitting .311. The Mariners win their 2000th game, and Escobar loses for the first time since the 17th of June. Toronto, Mariners 16-3 in their last 19 games at Skydome. 5-2 Blue Jays, though, in the 8th. Josh Towers to Ichiro. Vernon Wells, look at you. That yoga is really paying off. Wells also hit his 30th homer in this game. Towers facing Mike Cameron. Towers gets the complete game effort, his first since June of 2001, and the Blue Jays shutting down Seattle 5-2.
Now let's just dive right in. Top 6, 2-0 Jays. Mark Hendrickson gets some defensive help. Ray Sanchez the other way. Carlos Delgado diving there, then dives to the bag to get a diving Sanchez. Speedos for everybody. A lot of diving on the play. Delgado, Sanchez, they share a smile. Top 8, M's down 5-3. Mike Cameron with the bases. Chuck, Trevor Miller. Oh, boy, you got to take the bat off your shoulder there. Jays get the win there. Final of 7-3.
Oh, A's up 1 game over Boston in the wild card. 3 back to Seattle in the West. Miguel Tejada has acted in the past like Skydome was his corn. Continues the 4-H theme with his 10th homer in 20 games at the Jays yard. Beats Roy Halliday, who's really struggled as of late. Ditto for Oakland on the road when Barry Zito is pitching. Zito's ERA has been groovy. The results have been a bummer, dude. 0-4 despite an ERA under 2. He's already given up an earned run to end a streak of 17 scoreless on the road. More to come in the 6th. Vernon Wells singles. Carlos Delgado drives him home. His AL leading 117th RBI. Next batter's Tom Wilson. Walk this way. Next batter's Bobby Kielty. Get out of the way. Runners advance on the wild pitch and advance even further on the RBI double. This game is tied. Next batter, Chris Woodward. Game untied. RBI single. Wilson scores. Zito gives up 5 earned and 5 1/3 out. Pitched by Halliday, who wins his AL leading 17th game. Jays take it 6-3.
Saturday tied for the AL wildcard lead. We see Boston gets a win. What about Oakland? They were in Toronto. And John Halama serving one up to Bobby Kelty in the 3rd. Doubles to the gap. It scores 2. Vernon Wells scores. Delgado scores. We're tied at 3. Pete Walker on the mound for the Blue Jays in the 4th. Mark Ellis, Mike Bordick. Walker activated from the DL before the game.
That'll make you happy to come off the disabled list.
Oh, yeah. He hadn't pitched since June 3rd. Welcome back. Now, here's Mike Wood. Wood filled the roster spot left by Mark Mulder's injury. Just his 2nd big league appearance. Gets Tom Wilson there in the 5th. Next batter gets Kelty. And how about Wood? A perfect 5th. Finally gets Eric Hinskey dibs to end the inning. The A's, with, they have some options in that rotation despite all the injuries.
Yes, they do. And that's the one thing Billy Beane and that organization should be proud of. They have a great minor league system. Great young arms down there.
4-3 Oakland in the 6th. Here's Billy McMillan stuck in an 0-for-18 skid, but busting out in a big way. Doubles down the right field line. This scores 2. So now the A's are looking good. They're up 6-3. They will add to that later in the 6th with Miguel Tejada. The A's, 11 guys to the plate in a 6-run 6. They win 11-5, and Mike Wood gets his first major league win.
On the hill to face the Blue Jays, but the story of the A's offense.
The A's have yet to hit a grand slam this year, the only American League team without a bases-loaded bomb.
Ramon Hernandez trying to change that. A's 0-for-102 with no homers and 75 RBI with the bases loaded on the season.
I smell something coming.
2-1 pitch. Ramon to left field and well struck down the line, and it is gone. A grand slam. And we didn't have to go to Denny's to get one, Ray, on this Sunday morning.
The first supersized hit of the season. Hernandez's 18th home run, 4-0. Tim Hudson on the hill. Now, he was scheduled to go on Thursday. The reason he didn't, well, against the Blue Jays on August 16th, he was hit on the hand. So he pushed back to start. He's 5-0 in his last 6. Bottom of the 3rd, 5-0. Mike Bordick hits Hudson in the shin. What's the deal with people hitting Hudson? Can't he get out of the way?
I guess I'm in a bad field position, on some certain pitches, and got a little bullseye on me.
So a few warm-up pitches and Hudson all good after he takes a few. Now watch this effort by the guy in the red as he falls hard on the seats in front of him. Sometimes you just can't get too crazy. Chasing the ball next half inning, same guy, same flavor. You're on SportsCenter and you don't look good, dog.
That ain't right.
Top of the 6th, 8-2 Oakland, Josh Towers of pitching. He walks Eric Chavez intentionally to load the bases. Miguel Tejada next, and oh, that looks like trouble. A grand slam home run to left field. That's 5 straight multi-hit games for Tejada. 12-2 Oakland. Tejada's 20th. It's the first 2 grand slam game in 103 years of Oakland A's baseball. A's score 17 runs. Hudson gets his 13th win. So the A's bats absolutely explode. The 19 hits are a team best since April 27th of last year. The 17 runs are the most since August 2nd of 2001, when they also put up 17 against the Tribe. But really, the big deal in this game is the 2 grand slams. That is a franchise first, and that is one of the reasons why the A's put up the big numbers.
Chance to get even with Seattle. Corey Lotto, first game against his former team. What's he got to say? He says, I don't have to show them anything. I wasn't Mulder, Hudson, or Zito, but I did my part and enjoyed my time over there. Amicable enough. Isn't that nice? Everybody's happy. Let's see how happy he is in the top of the first. Lotto facing Miguel Tejada with a runner on first and second. Little chopper, they're going to get one, but look at Tejada hustling down there. He's safe. Jose Guillen would score. A's go up 1-0. Top second, nobody out. Lotto pitching to Frank Menechino. Hits it to third. They're going to try and turn 2 again. No. Kids, it's all about hustling every time you play. Run it out down the line. You never know when Carlos Delgado's going to take his foot off the bag. A's take a 2-0 lead, run scores. Top 5, A's up 4-3. Lotto facing Tejada. Get out. Guy is 15 for 31 in the 6th game, roadie to Boston and Toronto. 21st home run, it's 5-3. Lotto, 4 innings, 9 hits, 7 runs, get out. Bottom 8, Jays trailing 7-6. Keith Fulk pitching to Greg Myers. But look at Terrence Long out there gobbling that up. He knows first place is on that ball. Got to save the run. Oh, and in addition to this, he had 4 hits and 5 trips to the plate. That's a full ball game. Top 9, Trevor Miller to Rubio Durazo, and just a little insurance, because you know sometimes singles are just plain stupid. A's win at 8-6. Durazo 17.
All right, took care of the M's and the A's. What about the Red Sox? Well, they're hosting the Jays, and Blue Jays pitching coach Gil Patterson on how Mark Hendrickson's going to get it done.
In the dugout there. Big, tall guy, 6'9", former NBA basketball player. Throws fastball, 2-seam and 4-seam. If he can move his fastball in and out, he should hopefully be able to hold him to 10 runs or less.
Yeah, nothing like great expectations. Stake to a 7-1 lead. Duck Belly makes it 7-2 as Manny Ramirez beats Vernon Wells' throw. Red Sox winners of 5 straight coming in. Great slide by Manny. No hugs, though, just high fives. Same inning, 2 men on, David McCarty. He's not hit a home run since July 2nd of last year when he's wearing a Royals uniform. First in a Red Sox unique 3-run shot, 7-5. Neither starter, Tim Wakefield or Hendrickson, make it out of the 4th. But hey, kept him under 10. 5 earned. Bottom 7, 7-6. Manny going to the triangle. Vernon Wells going to the glove. And he says, smiles because it's a top 10 play nominee. Top 8, tied at 7. 2 on for Wells, hitting .440 in his last 6 games. Show a guy making a great play defensively, then doing something at the stick. It's all about editing. Mike Bordick scores 8-7. Bottom 8, 12-8. Bases loaded for Manny. Aquilino Lopez swing and sway like Sammy K. Red Sox leave him loaded. Bottom 9, 12-8. Kevin Millar up, nobody on, but he is on his horse. Wells can't make the play. Millar misses the homer by that much, but somebody was wearing his PF Flyers on Tuesday, and that somebody is Millar. Puffing and puffing inside the park job, but the Blue Jays win 12-9.
Leaguers from Saugus, Mass, throwing out the first pitch. This is John Burkett throwing a pitch not where Jason Varitek set up. He set up 2 places, and basically all Burkett did was hit Delgado in the back. Is 34, 2-0 in favor of the Jays. Well, Todd Walker's thoughts on Roy Halladay, the starter for the Jays. We've faced the guy like 25 times this year. We know what he's got. We faced him enough. We ought to be able to do it okay. Well, we shall see. Bottom 5, 3-0 Jays. Jason Varitek, yeah, well, you know, he called for a home run ball, so you got to make it up and hit a 3-run shot. His 22nd ties it at 3. Bottom 7, man on, 2 outs, 0-2 pitch. That's a find in the Kangaroo Court. Todd Walker, yeah, them Bordick groomers will get the bat going. His 10th homer, but first in 110 at-bats, 29 games, 5-3 Sox. David Ortiz says you are not going to get win number 18 off of us. Sends that one to the seats as well. Ortiz, a career high in home runs this season, 2-1, 21-6-3 Sox. And then top night, get out your defibrillators, please. Here's BK Kim But no, oh, that was filthy. Frank Catalanato can't get it. His 11th save. Sox win 16.